This slowly here on the Lord Master channel. This long-running video series continues with, well, we recently have lost our great blind ruler of the Sawdanid March of Salerno and Apulia and Sicily proper, and Malta as well. So he has built us a strong foundation for us by upgrading our economy and military, and some of the works will remain unfinished for some time. Had he lived, this would have continued all the way. But now, without his guidance, we can hope that whatever that he has built for us will make us stronger in every way. So now it is I, Sawdan V, Prince of Fashion, they calls me, because I've been ridiculed for my fashion choices in life. So, I was ruling in Agrigento for some time, but now I must go to Salerno to begin my governance there, which the travel would take about 3 months. But however, I do not have my father's stewardship acumen, which is unrivaled. Would have been more better if he wasn't infirm. But now, as I do have a claim for the Kingdom of Sicily, whenever I wish to press it, I only have one daughter. That's so funny. Just recently became the ruler today, or yesterday, just a couple of weeks before my birthday, as I'll be turning 27. But let's remind you viewers, remember, all of Sicily is nearly under control. If that were to be the case, this can lead to struggle ending, the actual endings of which way it'll be, which is something that I want to ask you people. Would you rather have Dominion or Crossroads? I mean, you have to have the trade experience for it first, and also you have to belong to whichever of those worlds. In this case, for us, Arab-Berber. This requires being independent and control all of Sicily. That's the easy option. But this, for Crossroads, you have to be independent, level of fame, illustrious 3, have 25 trade experience of all these worlds, have to have at least one of these. One is to either control all of Sicily, and every county in the duchy of your capital has at least 40 development, which is why Salerno is the easy option. So it's either this way or the other way, where every county in the duchy of your capital has to have at least 60 development, and in addition, you have to completely control the duchies of Sicily, either the two duchies of Sicily, Apulia, Benevento, Capua, and Calabria. I mean, for me, normally, I would rather do the hard way rather than the easy way, because you know how I'm always about the hard way. Especially that we're developing intensive these days. In this case, in Salerno. As we'll be taking a look over there. In Salerno's case, look at the development. 48, 35, 36, 34, 27. Okay, these two are falling behind, but we are aiming to change that by building more cities, temples, and other things to try to put an effort on increasing development. If you can get it all up to, say, 40, then you got it. Like, you can get it up to 40 development in every county in the duchy of your capital. Yeah. You got it all. You clearly control all Sicily, in addition with the trade experience of all these worlds. And have a little investment. So, again, that's the hard option, whereas the easy option is just, oh, just dominate the whole damn thing. Which thankfully our liege, even though it is from our dynasty, but the issue is Catholic and Sicilian. Never able to take them off for whatever reason. Never asked them to, you know, even consider that, but I believe that's largely due to, you know, different culture and more. Well, now, there's two priorities you must think. You do have one perk to unlock for stewardship. And stewardship is going to be the main factor. It's good that we have these now. Especially open-minded in regards to Sicilians and all that. And I would like to be a scholar. I would like to be a scholar and for further development and growth everywhere. And cutting cornerstones just to make buildings slightly cheaper. And another thing. At least we still have Sorrento on our side. Oh, look at you. Died of childless time, and you have not remarried. Yes. Gets everything. But remember, they still play under clan rules. And now I must have a second wife with very high stewardship skill. You'll do. Again, regardless of age, I need the skills. And you're an architect as well. Excellent. I'll make her the primary spouse. Well, meanwhile, the council, I know for a fact that they will not be pleased. Ah, the excellent one. And then as for you, do what you can to try to make our vassals happier. With time. County and culture conversions will continue in Insular Sicily. And the only person I have to sway is you. Because you are dear to me. Assembling an army here. Because now there is an ongoing conflict. There is a holy war that's for our land, and as well as against our legion. We're being attacked by iconoclasts. So this is a rather rare, Mediterranean conflict, which is mainly the Peloponnese and the Aegean Islands is what we're up against. They want Apulia. And we answered our call in a rare Christian-Muslim cooperation against these iconoclasts attacked by the Peloponnese. Amalfi is with them as well, which they're the only ones that could match our strength, but we've grown a lot stronger these days and added many more levies and increased the size of our men-at-arms and more. So if I were you, station yourselves in Haran. And maybe perhaps split up due to supply limit reasons. While I will make my way there and wait for the marriage to be approved. Yes, I'm the involved ruler. There are whispers about the tales of deeds of my father, exalted among men, Amir Yared, the blind. Everywhere I go, near or far, it seems that nobody has not heard his name. Wonder, will I always stay in the shadow of my father? Will I be able to achieve as much fame in my life as him? How high will I be able to climb? One day I will be like you. We will hold a funeral for you whenever these hostilities are over. Good. Now, with the passing of my father, now I find myself questioning our family's dispute with House Notaris. Those reciprocated rivalry with Yared have demanded a response, but it is in our interest for this to continue. House Sawdanid looks at me for leadership, to ensure survival and respect. Perhaps enough blood has been spilled during pursuing this vendetta. Yes, I have more important things to worry about. We never we try to antagonize them before, but I believe it's just, well, let's end this house feud because it's getting nonsensical at this point. Hey. Primary spouse. Switch. Okay, manage domain. We can only hold 8 holdings. Very well. Now I'm about to give away some of these lands here. How much land do you hold? Well, in order to appeal to you, you can have Utara. Hey, I know you're in farm and all that, but for your reward, even though you have no children of your own, and also likely gonna get all this back, you can have these. You'll be my vassal, and in addition, you you get all these perks and you'll be gallant. It helps. Now, I never really gave much care to Arab-Berber. So for your sake, you can have this. Hmm. I am not giving away Malta. That's too valuable for me. Not giving away Taranto either. But I'd be willing to give away at least Palermo. Yeah, you can have Palermo. Knowing that you have no children, I'm likely going to get all this back. And Campidoleone, you can have Apulia proper. Perhaps with time and improvement, if I can get up to stewardship level 20, which it'll be easier that way, we could get up that limit. Since I already have made progress towards the Latin world, perhaps you should start appealing to the Latins a little. That's what you should do to manage the Sicilian frontier. Well, I've perhaps done it. Ah, yes. That. Well, they support the medical school. It's very cheaper. Every little bit helps. Well, let's get in 3 years' time. Or alternatively, fund the construction of a Qanat. Don't spend too much because of maintenance reasons, which we're trying to fix here. But I think we got it in a sense. But again, not giving away Malta. That's too valuable for me in terms of tax income. Which those modifiers are set to expire in a couple's time. Unless you can get out of the limit. Which there are ways. Oh, he hated me ever since I became the head. This was a consequence, so feud continues. Sending me a gift? How much? 150 gold. Thank you very much. That'll keep me going until we get this thing resolved. Pray to the local Muslim shrine. Well, that's because I'm venerating at the said local shrines. That reminds me. Hang on. There's a way. No. Bring Norman traders. That's the way to get the stewardship. Once we arrive at Salerno, I want you to invite some Norman settlers. Bring Norman traders over here. Now, as a reminder, I am eccentric, I'm honest, I'm shy, and I'm a mastermind philosopher. Yes. You can ride a spare donkey. Don't take it too personal, no? Same man. I've read about these ruins before, and here they are, I suppose. Stopped the camp for the night by some large ruins, but fortress, sizable mosque. Loved by the ancients, nothing huge, but nothing to scoff at either. Read about these ruins in a book. There was a once magnificent capital here, ages ago. The ruins supposedly stretch for miles, thousands of inspiring. Yet, this is it. You can't trust everything these days. Well, as a man of knowledge, I say. These ruins, there's more to them at first glance. That would be a little more respected, just to impress the others with the knowledge. Have we seen this massive tree before? I swear we're going in circles, my god. There's those shots. Perhaps he's right. We've seen no sign of getting out of this forest in hours. Are we still even in Mankato? With dense tree cover, it's impossible to tell the time of day or even the direction we're headed. This way we'll never make it to Sawdan. Oh, I know exactly where we are. 99% chance that I find a correct path. See, now the monthly income isn't so bad. But we just need one little thing to get out of that, to get above that domain limit. Just need to get to Salerno first. Shipwrights constructed in Malta. One of the last orders by my father. There's still room for improvements. And remember, that was when we all had less control, but give it time and it'll all be restored back to normal. Even here in Salerno. Let's split the army in half. Not like that. Split it. We got two good commanders. We'll be stationed there, then the great man here will be over here. And we'll be awaiting for them wherever the Peloponnesian forces land. This is the Peloponnesian War in a different way, huh? Greetings, my benevolent vassal. You've been a loyal and devoted subject. I wish to reward you for your service. In recognition of this, I'm hereby offering you the position of Steward of Maori. Steward. That means tax increase. As I'm the Normal. So tax increase, the main taxes go up, buildings are cheaper, and monthly lifestyle stewardship up. That reminds me. Since you're going for learning these days, read this. Reducing a bit of construction time for castle buildings. This will do. No need for health increase right now, as I'm a relatively young man. Blacksmith districts in Salerno is complete. So every little bit helps. Especially for holding taxes. It seems our caravans become a little lost in these foreign lands. God has been traveling us around Paula for hours, though he's last of all his pride and asked for directions. He does not appear to be an expert vernacular speaker. Fortunately, I'm fluent in that. We're walking among the hills late in the day. The darkness comes suddenly, brought by the dark clouds above us. Then a distant loud rumble of thunder, and soon there is another, combined with the dazing flash of lightning. And another strike brightly illuminating the air. The afterimage burned in my eyes. I blinked to see where the lightning had struck. Now there is a quickly expanding brush fire, and it is spreading toward us. Run! Fire catches me and it got my wife. Even though we don't always get along because, yes, you don't like Asharism, other faiths are unwelcome these days. Spurned the spouse, not in a monogamous marriage because you are a Catholic. But I married you because you are important to me. One day, Asenath, or my future son, gets to inherit all of these lands, and one day you will hold. For the 3 duchies. the rest. So you just got mad. That's the problem with you, because if I wanted to get rid of you, that goes against me being honest. I only hope some unfortunate mishap happens to you soon. As a matter of fact, you're... in the quiet in our camp in Scalea, a shrieking uproar breaks the calm. A Courtier confronts my wife Antonia accusingly, holding a treasure house. You thief! This was my mother's! She screams, her eyes blazing in anger. Antonia vehemently denies him. You lying bampot! It always belongs to me. Antonia should keep it. Maybe she'll respect me a little more. 50-50 leaves the entourage. It's just a courtier of mine from the court of Ginto. Oh, I think I know a cure. I hope. Kept praying at some local Muslim shrines on the way. Finally home. Right, now, let's get to work. But first, what's the report on the front lines? Nothing from the Peloponnesians yet. Where's the army of Mari? Who's leading them? Ah. What about Lulu there? So they're just holding their ground. And so we are too. Have to repay this loan one day. Yeah, we need to get these Norman settlers over here. We're gonna need traders. So, 8,000 strong, but the strength of the enemy is unknown to us. Unless we could send our spy master over. From espionage, this would take about 5 months. Well, we should have done it at the beginning of the war. If we know what the enemy's strength is. And then we'll know. Surprised the papacy isn't joining, because their neighbors in Sicily is being attacked by iconoclasts. Since it's a holy war, you normally would think you would join us to support. But no. It's just me, Amalfi, and who's the other ally? Burgundy. Was Peloponnese, Aegean Islands, Barbados, which is over there. Small entity. Bring the Norman traders over here. We're gonna need that for the stewardship and to further increase our domain taxes, because we want to have some income if we can while we have our armies raised, because we've been trying very hard to, to have this idea of reduced men-at-arms, reduced army maintenance and all that. We've been investing heavily on these. And if that ain't enough, perhaps we'll try to establish trade route, though probably won't do me any good, because, well, actually you do have access to it now. So do this first. I've come into contact with a band of Artosian adventurers. Who are they? A Norman divergent culture. Speak Netherlands. Interesting. by the man named Envoy, who have expressed interest in CERN. Envoy agreed to provide something in return, that means allowing his men to move to my territories. Though famed for their skills of war, the Adosian Normans are also well connected across Europe. The networks they built over the years could prove a valuable asset for any business-minded group. As it so happens, Envoy's experience traveling and trading has offered to bring traders in my territories and build a productive trade relationship with me. Lastly, I could see if I can ask him to train my soldiers and provide long-term military political aid. 100% chance that it will indeed help, because I have the stewardship for it. So this could range anywhere from 5 to 20 years, thus increasing the knight effectiveness, vassal tax contribution, port levy reinforcement, and faster control growth, as you know, we're trying to get control back up here. So we'll have Norman traders for 15 years. Assist us further. After we negotiated a favorable agreement on both sides, I discussed with Envoy whether he and his men could provide further long-term assistance. The military valor and political savvy of the people of Normandy is well known. After all, they have spread throughout many realms. Envoy assures me, thankfully, that he and his adventurers can provide long-term political and military support. He's already given me ideas on how to improve the realm's defenses, drill my troops to perform better in battle, and increase my political authority. All in all, these are concrete, useful steps to help me maintain my power. Having his band around turned out to be a good thing. I look forward to working with these towards 5 years. Ah, well. It could have been better. But not enough to increase the domain limit. Need a bit more stewardship. I mean, there are ways, including, well, switching lifestyles that you should go for domain focus, if you're really that concerned with. Or at least give one of the baronies away. That's the easiest thing in the world. I mean, at least you built these, but you would lose some tax benefit. Keyword some. And that quarantine modifier isn't going away anytime soon, so you're gonna have to deal with it. It's just I do not wish to give away Malta, but I may possibly give away at least this one. And I'll have it back at some point. I'll probably give it to an older person with no children. And then I'll get it back. That's an idea. Find me an old person. Find me an elderly who don't give a damn. Yo. You're the man. You're the hero of your story. I did notice you have children of your own. The mayor, the wives of the mayor, and this person. And the books. Well, it's an evolved culture. So. Yeah. Go to age again. Alternatively, how about the tutor? No children. Perfect. In fact, he can't even have one. Perfect. Gotashti Bavakian, whatever that culture is. It's probably a divergent culture from Persian. You are to hold. Here's something like that. That'll put an end to these penalties. And I'll have it back anytime soon. No longer the brewmaster, though. Thank you. Because I spent quite a bit. Radio the exit to the... No need for a brewmaster right now, at this moment of time. So, we'll re-enable next month. Okay, please wait next month. The economy's about to... Hi! Enemy sighted! It's the army of the Peloponnese. And from Barbados. Move on. We'll likely win. I have landed. We're going in after them, towards Castro. We will win decisively because they've landed there recently. After all, you were the organizer, that's why you were able to get there faster. But the ones that do the real hurting, well, they're gonna have to wait for further assistance. All we have is pillion archers, some pikemen, and what is that? Pikemen. Oh yeah, it's a Sicilian host, okay. I was just remembering, it's like, I didn't order any pikemen. So, 4.8 is how much we're paying in maintenance. All thanks to all of these. Improve these further in the far future, along with other structures that I hold, that is currently under construction. And everything will be a lot better. And we can even afford a war. Yeah. We just learned that now. No doubt the advantage will be for... Well, the advantage is theirs, but it matters not. They all made a mistake for coming here. One battle, and we got them all. And you know, since we did all the work, and 100% war contribution, I mean, no doubt the money's going to go to you, but I'm going to get the share of the fame. And we've captured a couple of cabinets, which I'll have to take a look at them and see if they're worth recruiting. New range patrol. Okay, disband. I get 200 prestige. And a 100% opinion towards me because I defended his lands. How large is your realm? Not large, so no need for that. But now we can make some real fortune. 39.9 a month, though it's about to go up to 40 something as control is being slowly restored. And yeah, I noticed that there's some unruly Maltesers, really. The recruiter. Quarantine. Very well then. Since we make good money these days, now it's time to plan for a funeral. Here, in Italy. That's where we'll bury my great father. Ah, you'll be there. Oh no. Trying to think of other guests regarding rank. Who is the ruler of who's the ruler of Sorrento? And he's busy. Is he not? Okay, good. Because I did not want to start that funeral without him, because, you know, that man needs to go. As I want my wife to head, so that way she could take all this. Even though they probably ask her to become a Catholic and all that crap, but still. It's further down the line. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'll be buried here. It's my father. But the question is the man Sorrento coming? No. His opinion of me. Perhaps we could change that. Hang on. I got some. Hey. You want the grain? You won't accept because of the differences of faith. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. I can understand that. Can't present the terras to him. Perhaps a bit of gold will do. He'll be right pleased with it. You know, the easiest thing in the world, instead of just giving him money and to make him kind of, you know, why don't you just invite him to feast and make him the guest of honor and all that crap? Why don't you just do that? That's the easiest thing. Now, anyways, we're still gonna hold that funeral. He'll come now. Okay. This is for my father. And I'm actually going to get rid of that man from Sorrento. This is a political move of what I'm doing. Because I want my wife to rule Sorrento. So that way my daughter can have Sorrento. And as well as all these other duchies. Thus expanding around from within even more. So let's go to the funeral, even though this will not be a funeral like some of the others. Italy is to be Yared's final resting place. I'm left alone to gather my thoughts and prepare for the arrival of the envoys. I can't find Duke Ernst anywhere. I eagerly await for his arrival so my plan to murder him can finally start. But I fear I might be too honest about it. And too shy to even do it. He's coming. Oh yeah, the prisoners. Few of which are landed, so they'll be ransomed. 30 gold. 30 gold. 30 gold. And for the rest of you. You'll do. I'll recruit you. You're iconoclastic bastard. Be careful with him, though. You there. You're a scholar. I can respect that. And this man, though poor health, said to be a blade master, but he's not as great as he once was. Very well. Improved land administrative records. We're getting there. Give me the gold. Even though I have excellent income as well. Pay ransom. Paid to me. Yo, you want him? Okay, you got it. Guess he was important to you. My spies talk to beggars, merchants, soldiers at crowd markets, skulk the darkest streets, eavesdrop on the most important confidence campaign. I gathered information you requested. Beggars has shot up and that's his face. That's it. Yeah, that doesn't matter anymore. So, come back here. That was during wartime. Well, we do know that our liege is weaker. I fear I'm gonna do terrible because, one, I'm shy and honest, no intrigue is horrific. The keep is constructed. I mean, everything is, well, it's relatively expensive still, but hey, you have this book, which it takes less time to build, but I'm talking about gold-wise. Salt wells. Hang on, salt wells. Oh, this affects the county's building construction cost, because it's in wetlands, which is not common around here. Oh, awesome. Until the late medieval period, buildings will be cheap and more. No wonder why everything is so cheaper with certain structures you build. And for this county, temple buildings will be cheaper, like this one. Yeah, exactly. So, when he finishes building, I'm not thinking. Well, we know that eventually that we will get to windmills, which will take about 10 years' time to have another building slot. If I ever take control of this here mosque, would like to have another regimental grounds. Keep it up. We want our culture expanded. We'll keep making these buildings cheap. Aha! Army gold maintenance reduced now. This would definitely help during wartime. It'll take 3 years' time, as we're too focused on spreading the culture and faith in Insular Sicily, rather than local construction. Give it time. The Moors moved through the halls weeping and kind of like the dance. For all of me, God, it's Sawdan. The unsettling Signs of people holding back what they so desperately wish to do. Silent screams never depart their lips. Hard-fought battles against tears being lost. Show us ashamed of their own grief. I rise to my feet and allow myself to get lost in the dance of my fellow members. Must remain strong. Negotiation lines, of course, to prevent factionalism. The time has come to commit it. Yared Sawdan's final right to support the journey hereafter. His enshrouded body is held suspended above an open grave, surrounded by close friends and family. Stood at a head is me, a privileged place of mourning afforded by Elena, and a magnanimous host. To see him surrounded by so many mortars and given a proper shrouded burial gives me hope that perhaps I too will be remembered as fondness. At last his body is lowered to the earth, and the funeral is officially complete with a prayer. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to murder that man. I guess it's not an appropriate venue to do so. As the sun is starting to set, I peer out over the farmlands of my quarters. In the distance, a group of travelers traversing the grasslands splayed out ahead of me. When I look closer, I realize that the leader of the group is none other than Duca Napoleone and his entourage. Casually studying their movements, I distinctly look up and the swarm of riders rapidly approach the peaceful group. As the riders get closer, they start to raise their weapons. The travelers are clearly about to be assaulted on my land. Well, he hasn't done anything to me, so I'll say it is our duty to intervene. The bandits don't know what hit them. I led our finest warriors into battle outside of Salerno as we cut through the group like butter on a hot summer's day. The Duca watches us closely as we clean up the scoundrels. Then it's a bit it's clear that we are friendly. When he sends the finally sent on the run, I circle back to him, who now seems more comfortable with our presence. My friend, thank you for assisting us in our time of need, he says, beaming at me. The land is safe once more. My martial increases a bit, but we're still sacrificing levies and the roads are still safe around here. How much is the loan I have to repay? Oh, not that much. Send back the money. Go ahead. Okay, I wasn't able to murder him, but he died from being ill. Alright. The Marquesa. She's Marquesa because I'm a Mar. Keep that well in mind of the address of title. And who knows, if she dies of wounds, then she runs the place. But in this case, well, I have to educate her. Can never be too careful. She's recovered from her wounds. Good. So that means we are forever allies between us and Sorrento. Sorrento and Salerno. Together. Which means even if I want to, I could start a claimant faction for me. As whenever I wish to. I mean, she'll definitely be on board with it. Yeah. 2 realms. 2 realms. Together. And they would be overwhelmed. And then I get to be them. But it depends on the attitude, so we're not ready for it yet. You need a lot of money and a couple of things you gotta be committed in creating this realm. Especially with building more holdings. One day, as I was paying a visit to one of the minor dwellings in my capital county, someone bypassed my henchmen through the approach, dagger in hand, yelling, "This ready to remember to stop converting the culture of my county, you lowly scum." Fortunately, I have 2 bodyguards. Nevertheless, I must fight for my life. I'll take your pick. I'll use my diplomacy to influence Fanatic, as I'm an eccentric person. One would think my eccentricities will tell them to calm down. I live. Damn. Can you imagine? Rule ended early, then it would be ruled by a 2-year-old girl who would go on, probably be a great woman in her own right in future. But, damn. I could never be too sick these days. And Argento is about to be Siculo-Arabic. I want you to check again on the minorities within Sicily of Siculo-Arabic culture. There's a large minority of all these areas, with a few small minorities there. That's why we are trying to spread it, because Sicily was known to be a place of instability. So we aim to change that by trying to convert this realm to all being Siculo-Arabic and all Sunni, and there could be no more populist uprisings in the island ever again. Especially when it's going to be under my rule, when I become Sultan of Sicily one day. As I don't want to push that claim just yet. We just need a stronger foundation to be built, continuing to be built. So now at this point, everywhere else is large minority. Just continuing what my father and grandfather started. Spread the culture and faith everywhere in the realm. We don't always get along, but is enough. And I noticed that you're chaste, which is why I'm probably not getting as much children. That's why we only have one, but no rush. I only have her as primary because of the skills that's needed here. Oh hell. The island of Malta is a very unstable place. Especially when you're up against the Maltese, which they are no joke. We will not stand for vile oppression, for the Maltese is long. Time is now at hand. We will free ourselves and will rule the tyranny of your age. And I shall meet you on the field of battle, traitor, because that's my land you're in. Maybe I ought to convert them next time too, when we're done with the island. But be careful. Well, we can actually be careful. Go for apostate. Perhaps these Catholics around here will view it a little more positively. Since I'm a bit more open-minded these days. This takes 3 months to gather, and they have 14 months to try to take this place. And we need to land in the island mosque over there. Gozo. Yeah, you need to land in Gozo. Because having an independent Malta, while beneficial for them, well, it's going to lead to all sorts of problems. Bellows constructed in Polacastro. That's blacksmiths. Oh, so many buildings to build. Wish my father was still alive, but I'm doing what I can. You're willing to raise troops over in Ragusa? So we will be there in 3 to 4 months. With Organizer, you can get there faster. Almost there. Mistress Alexia, too. She'll be there. Right, her camp is located here. If you fail at defeating them, which you will likely will, because you're not taking any precautions about how to wage a campaign. But at least us Siculo-Arabs are known to be seafarers. In addition to all that. You Sicilians. Oh, you're seafarers too. Good. Doesn't cost you as much. What the hell are you guys doing? See, we're still making a bit of income, even during wartime. Amazing. And we can improve it much further. Keep it up. Everything is cheaper with these buildings. What the hell are y'all doing? Advantage is the defenders. Say what I tell you, you didn't take any precautions. I kept feeling itchy at a certain spot today for no reason as far as I scratch it, but the itch would come back. So itchy, so scratchy. Ah. Oh, back when you were but a little child, I always cherished these days, says my mother said. Quite a problem. Everybody comes rushing back. I know that my father Yared was a foe to me as long as I lived. He recalled, disgusted from my first loss too. He ridiculed Anata with a love dresser. I shudder what owed me. Perhaps I ceased wrong in the past. You owe me your wealth. Well, there's something else instead. You idiots. Now, Mistress Alexia. He failed to take any precautions in how to wage a famous assault. Advantage his. Challenge artifact. Half-brother Musa. What does he want? I've seen the world map is what he wants. You'll have your alliance, but your power skills 10, minus 12. We're neither good fighters, but we're passable. While Musa and I stalk around each other, each wearing our options, he hefts a fearsome axe while I grip my own prize mace tightly. The deadly weapon feels cool and weighty in my grasp. This fight may be on until first blood, but doesn't use my moves. Taste silver, buffoon! I hurl a heavy silver purse at his face. Lose 20 gold. Snatching a heavy purse of monies from my waist, I lob at him. Musa hits him right in the face, giving a brief opening for a rapid thump to my mace. He cracks his neck, then starts raining blows against my dog. A marathon of powerful cleaves that almost break me with their immense roster. My form is good, if only smaller. Musa stands as passable. My opponent is still holding off my blows well, but he seems close to faltering. This will work just like it does life, right? Do a legendary technique. Try to copy a famous move from my favorite book. High chance of success. I do my best to recall the legends in the spur of the moment. I try to lift my mace as the heroes of old. It's enough for a solid blow against my surprise foe, spotting an opportunity. Musa lunges forwards and headbutts me hard in the face. I roll backwards, wrong-footed. Form is excellent. Little chance of mistake. His stance is failing. We're evenly matched, with victory balancing on the knife edge. You hit me in the face? How about I hit you in the face of money? Hit him again. And then he makes excellent use of the open bar, delivering quick slash before retreating in that space. My form is excellent. Little chance of mistake. His stance has. Taste the wrath of Allah. Onslaught occurred. More so with a fierce onslaught. My flurry of rapid thumps proves effective. When Musa simply freezes on the spot, I'm almost stunned myself. But if he's not going to fight, that's not going to stop me. I lunge forward with a crushing thwack. No parry meets me, no dodge evades me. I pull myself back at the last instant to avoid crushing his skull. Instead, I simply rest my mace against it. Once more, Musa freezes. It's clear I've won. I retain the artifact. So now let's wait a couple of days, and then we'll go on to the assault. You can get out of here. We're here to... Who would want to kill my sister? Yeah, 4 days. The old man finally croaked. And these Sicilian strongholds are behaving recklessly. Move on. I'll negotiate with them after this. We got this handled. See, this is how you conduct. I forget. Sicily, the kingdom of, has a vizier. Locals pacified. Eustabius very hesitantly brings my guest Alexandros to me. While they have this dilemma, asked me to promote Alexandros on our commandership, but I believe it might have a say. Oh, he's a drunkard. No hope for that man. My army is not a nursery. Right. Bargain with him. Alright, the Arab-Berber strongholds. Roman negotiators born fruit. Prominent leader from amongst them was certain Siculo-Arabic man by the name of Aristarchus was sent us to represent. Following initial round of negotiations, Aristarchus proposed I pay his people 58 in gold or the equivalent amount of goods. In exchange, they will not conduct any raids nor harass the inhabitants of the regions where their strongholds currently reside for a number of years. Take it the wrong way, it sounds an awful lot like tribute payment. But on the other hand, this could benefit both parties in the long run. 26% chance that negotiators do not succeed, 73% chance negotiators do succeed. I like those odds. I must accept, but you must give me more. After Aristarchus gave me his initial offer on my side, then proposed further concessions on their side. After all, the original agreement is somewhat flimsy. I need more, I told him, to assure myself of his people's good intentions. In the end, we were unable to wrangle anything else further from Aristarchus. A tough negotiator indeed. He perhaps knew we were desperate to reduce the influence of his strong remaining cost. Alright then, negotiations are concluded. He'll stop at the raids, but anything else more than that? Nothing. Just that. I'll tell her to behave. Especially if that it affects the control of here. Get that restored quickly. My father, the great Yared, tripped and fell to his death a long time ago. Yet the flame of his life still shines bright. What's round him everywhere now seems to follow me. Many still consider me his son rather than a man of my own right. Just yesterday an old peasant were praising him as if he was still alive. Time has come to step out of his shadow, to make a mark in the world, to be recognized as the great Sahib Sawdan. The world shall remember Yared as my father. Colonization phase. This does not affect control anymore, but it does affect stewardship. Development. Okay, need another old person to be the Baron. Just some old bum that we don't give a darn any way, shape, or form. Building hill forts. The Persian thought good. Must so do, widget. This will have to do. Again, all things considered, our income is still excellent, and we can maintain even during wartime. Amazing. Makes me happy. Wood pastures of Potenza complete. There is no end to the opinions and wants of my daughter and heir. Half of the time she's trying to tell me what to do instead of the other way. Formidable or aggravating, it's a fine line to walk. Bossy, aren't you? Ooh, another gift. For saving Malta. We've got it. Thank you for the money. But you're going to use that for the construction. especially for sending for our ballistas. That reminds me. We're gonna need to station some of you. Why do we have a size of +1 in additional? Hang on. Is there a building I hold? For increasing that size a little? Ah, shipwrights. This increases the size of men-at-arms regiment. Well, now that you tell me this... Check the other buildings. There's these trade ports. Invest in that. It increases your size of men-at-arms regiment slightly. Good to know. Keep it up. I want you to station your arborism to Malta. Because look at that. The additional damage that they can give. Look at that! Keep blacksmith districts, mobile camps. Yeah, they're far deadlier now against especially spearmen and other heavy infantry. And we're trying to make our ballistas, you know, as you can see the base is 35, but now we're trying to make them more deadlier. Not to mention a bit tougher. And now we're trying to construct on things to try to add some additional siege progress to complement the mangonels. Invest militarily. These Sicilian archers could be stationed in Tricarico. That is an excellent place for them. After dinner today, I was presented with a large platter of cannoli. It had been a while since I had this delicate, sweet, creamy piece. Siculo-Arabic manner. One has to wonder what sort of genius invented it so long ago. Tasty. Leave the sword, take the cannoli. But remember, keep is ongoing. Sorrento, Liberty War. Well, we can't afford a war these days, so you got it. Just when I was about to station them elsewhere. We can raise them. 2 months together. I like those odds. Cold humor flu? The hell? You can stop gathering because it's all levies at this point. We can defeat them all. One by one. There's a display that I noticed, Raz Rocapios and Marates be defaming me to me. Spending his own resource to lower control of my lands. Oh, how dare you! How dare you! Damn you! All because you're a minor landholder. We'll fight them over in Potenza. You're in our backyard now. Maybe a holy warrior, but it matters not. Siculo-Arabs are a superior mobile fiber. That's what I say. Capture the war leader. All too easy. Other faiths unwelcome. That's an issue. You can end the war anytime, darling. Thank you. Now do what you will. Get rid of these unruly upstarts. Brave. Oh. That's the trait I do not want to see with my liege. Whatever demands that will be met, such as I want the throne, he'll say no, and there'll be a large-scale civil war, which at least he'll be on my side. Keeping it up with that trade experience with Latins. No, Alexa, no. If you keep giving me these harebrained requests, you are gonna make me want to kick you out of the whole realm. Do everything to continue to add more tax and increase development growth. In which it seems that despite his caravan master performance last efforts, Wale Musa of Castrodilani remains about as illiterate as the average village idiot. Most wise and enlightened serve of Thagopons. How may I inspire my liege to learn the What Wale Musa said after subbing through the most elegant Siculo-Arabic poetry. It was neither elegant nor enlightened. He'll read the words of his an excuse to write rather than a 100% chance to my treatise is very educational. Your learning skill will increase, and I'll gain some learning lifestyle experience with this. My wife's patronizing the arts and sciences over there. Get on you. Of course it was you. Again, I'm in no rush to go claim the throne for the Sultanate of Sicily. I'm just waiting for the right time. I mean, we do have, again, we have a strong economy and a strong military to complement that. A large stone slab has been recently discovered in Salerno with some text carved into it. It appears to be centuries old at the place. Though the writing is difficult to read, we're able to find a local scholar who can translate it, who says that the stones seem to have been created and raised many generations ago in honor of some important local figure who recently passed away. Little else can be discerned, given the writing is so worn out and written in an ancient style. A piece of history, no less. In this case, I don't know, like, what is this? Old Latin? Or whatever Italiac language that was once spoken by the people of Salerno so long ago? Keep it up. Keep converting. Continue to build this for the control growth and the tax. Hey, Is it almost time to manage frontier? Okay, this December. Got it. You know what I should be doing? I just realized that because, you know, I can't be just content with sitting around and doing nothing. We need to go out and visit some places that'll give me some steward lifestyle experience. Hell, you haven't even gone to the university yet. Why haven't you? Start saving up some money on that. We can invest later. Slapping myself to keep awake. Oh boy. Okay. The holdings have been constructed. But I'm going to give those away immediately. Give it to some noble. As these are newfangled places. And same for this. I'll be sure to invest in those places later. Oh. Oh. This time. At some commotion, she was adamant telling me the assassin was caught planning to murder me nearby those. Thug played live and creatively after being creatively interrogated and was clear that he was a religious fanatic hailing from the province where I ordered a religious convulsion. These type of ambitious calls can lead to dangerous implications on the road. Magnificent job! Woo! Thank you. You may be blind, but you're still capable. Well, yeah, she's blind, but she still has, you know, people on the inside to tell, you know, that, you know, little birdies told her that. That's what she's saying. She may not have eyes, but she has ears and knows things of what goes on in the realm of intrigue. I could build a legend. Oh yeah, I saw that. I just didn't think of it. A holy legend. Building mosque is an act of selflessness, a great proof of a pious soul. Being the owner, diplomacy, piety, control growth and popular opinion of. We know here, so long ago in the 900s, there was the 3 victories of Stephanos. Which I forget what the effects does, but it's been so long ago that that time has passed. Actually, it's still here. Owner modifier. Does that still apply? No. No, it does not. It's just barony and county modifiers instead. Barony must be inside around this old legend. As I said, this is all so long ago, but it does increase the station men-at-arms damage and popular opinion. And this character was a competent hero long ago. But does that popular opinion still apply? No. None of the effects are active, but it did exist at one point. Yeah. It's nice to know I get a holy legend if I want to increase popular opinion around here. And a few other things, and old man measles. They finally got him. And he was infirm too, and this replaced with someone who's still excellent, but not as good as the Gero, which we will miss him. Utera is now Siculo-Arabic. Keep going. Actually, this here is much easier, because it says it's less than 2 years. And you know, the more you get these vassals, those barons, and more barons that you have, you're increasing the number of taxpayers. We're going to be over the limit if you keep building more holdings for yourselves. So, you better get yourself another tax collector in the future. Why do scribes insist on writing such small symbols? Squint and try to get. That they showed the miracle with an aided stone class. Even old men who struggled with bad eyesight could read these. I require your assistance. I should go to the University of Salerno for this. Yeah. I believe it's around 425 for the university visit here. You are correct, sir. I'm willing to spend it on all that. And as for that Holy Legend thing, well, I don't know if I would really want to consider that. I mean, yes, we can afford it. It'll be easier. But the time and everything. So it's so many that should be done younger. Yeah, time to get started. As I'm leaving class after a deep thought-inducing pass by, Yusuf, my attention is drawn by the chaotic laughter and screaming coming from outside. Raib is leading a donkey along, singing his praise. A crowd of students replies, "Hey-haw, sire ass, hey-haw." After every line, they notice me, they generally join us, join us. A frown on Yusuf's face speaks volumes on his thoughts about the whole matter. This is outrageous. Because I'm a shy person, that's why. I'll be much more successful here. Studied scripture. I'm suddenly distracted from my midnight studies by a loud crash, a near-deafening slam, and an expensive sounding shatter. What in the world is going on? The source of the disturbance appears to be two passes. How long was that it got in here? Perhaps they gulp it down a barrel of the university's vital sharpen. This will teach them. Yeah, they think they're better us just because they can read. Poor unfortunate souls. I'll say that you'll learn how to read. In depth a little bit, but we'll get it out here in no time. Oh yeah, I forgot to manage the Sicilian frontier. Well, once I return from... what building was that just complete? Oh. Charcoal burners. Yeah. Now the army gold maintenance is cheaper for the holder of this holding. We could definitely afford future wars. The teacher at Salerno takes for the most part oral form. Students are encouraged to exercise the rhetorical process to show that they're learning debates from their peers and teachers. Today, Bashir asked me and Isaac to take up the Science topic of Basri versus Kufi exegesis. whatever, how you say that word, to discuss it out. Well, as I'm a well-educated man, I said, let me begin for the Quran. As everyone knows, 99% chance of my position is stronger. We want a debate. Aced an assignment. Salerno is often home to further debates among teachers and students alike. I had a particularly enlightening lecture from our teacher yesterday. I find myself dragged in one such debate with another student, Isaac. No, you're making no sense. You're completely misrepresenting the philosopher's point. You're completely delusional, he fires back. When I borrow my eyes, Sebastian stares with a pensive look on his face. But, as the master says, as I quote the classics to him, a 99% chance that Isaac is convinced again. Yes. You converted the realm, did you? Excellent. Now to, Noto. Increase development and county efficiency if you were to do that. Yusuf Salah ad-Din Ayyubid. Nur al-Din Mahmud Zengi was an Ughuz Atabeg of Syria under the Seljuk Empire. Due to an internal power struggle within the Sultanate of Egypt, he sent Yusuf Salah ad-Din alongside his uncle Shirkuh to Cairo to resolve those matters. After succeeding in their task, Yusuf Salah ad-Din, later also known as Saladin, Honor of Faith, quickly rose in rank within the Shia Caliphate due to his military prowess against the crusading Compatibility. Since then, he has been undermining the ruling class by placing loyalists in key government positions. Deciding that the time is right, Yusuf Salah-ad-Din is now marching on Cairo to demand Sunni Abbasid suzerainty over Shia Egypt. The Ismailis might lose an important center of influence. He is Kurdish. So now he's gonna carve a realm to himself, but hey, he's a fellow Sunni. We can appreciate that. Yeah, it's all Sunni. Whatever that was left of the Quranists, are they gone? No, they're still around. They're just no longer the majority, and they haven't been. When we look at the minority screen, it seems Quranism was only localized in Egypt, parts of northern Arabia, and even areas in just southeast of Mecca, along the coast, and even parts of Palestine and into Lebanon and Syria. For the most part, that's where Quranists were founded there. Never made it to Jerusalem or Al-Quds, these Quranists. But they're still a visible minority in those areas. We even at one point contemplated on Quranism in our dynasty, but it never caught on with us out of practicality. I impregnated my wife. How do you like that? I'm gonna have a second child. Would it be another daughter or a son? Students, we have an esteemed speaker joining us today, my teacher wishes. Let us welcome Milos Nespianos of Italy, next door neighbor. The almost authority of Shari doctrine in Salerno. Greetings, sir. Suspistanos. Today we will be exploring the development of trade routes and how it connects to the nature of all of them. Trade routes? Huh. So let's straighten up exporter codes. This is going to take a while. Trade routes? Well, I'm going to try this. Even though this is... I'll say, that's heretical though. You're talking about trade routes and religion? You don't mix business with religion. I'd destroy him with facts and logic. Massive success. That's silly. Trade routes. If I was a man of stewardship, I'd be all about it, but I'm not one for stewardship education. I'm of a learning education. Oh, yeah. The anonymity of a falcon. The excited murmur spread to a lecture hall. We all appreciate the hooded bird standing proudly on a teacher's gloved arm. Much can be learned by studying the body of animals, as the ancients taught us. Does anyone want to help me with the dissector demonstration? Oh, yeah, I volunteer to help. Perfect studies! Alright. We're going to get 3 perk points and a very high chance to upgrade my education trait to the max. At tier 5 for learning. This has been such an amazing experience. When I left, I couldn't even imagine the number of wise men that studied Sawdan. The depth of their thinking, the depth of their research, just being part of the same environments made me a much better person. With my newly gained knowledge, I can make my way home very satisfied. However, during my stay, I've grown close to one of my teachers, Bashir. I'd love to part ways already. You might be useful. Unfortunately, despite that fact I had a very high chance of it, unfortunately I got the low end of the chance of not upgrading it. But I got this book. Siculo-Arabic to form a realm. A deep book detailing all the sacrifices and arduous work to put into to enable the formation of none of. Okay. The lettering is very fine and plainly illuminated. The cover is wood. It's been painted to display the repeating image of symbols and praises dedication on it. Oh, that's very good if you are a ruler who just began his rule. Yes, that'd be very useful. Now, 3 perks. Scholarly circles. Learning per level of devotion. Increase. Learning on a job. 10% of the council's primary skills added to my own. Watch them increase. Bingo. Sanctioned loopholes where you can buy claim interaction, which is kind of useless because it's an ongoing struggle where you're allowed to do that anyhow. And I'm going to become a scholar in 3 years' time or so. Unless I travel to someplace. Which I'm going to do a bit of that traveling right now. To Rome. Just a visit. Because I simply want to get the stewardship lifestyle and a bit of learning while we're at it. Just a short little trip and then end the episode. That's my plan. And while on the way back from Rome, go to Monte Cassino as well. And then to Benevento for the Yacht at Trajan. And then the capital over in Avellino. So yeah, you probably want to go get mountaineers. And we have superior mounts now. So you can travel faster. Just a little quick trip. Yes. Simply want to do a little bit of traveling and then we'll end the episode. Let's go. Just a little trip to Rome. Pick up some learning lifestyle experience. And especially stewardship. Travel through the rugged terrain in Napoli. If the challenge arises, the field turns to a muddy quagmire. My courtier, Babat, poor physician Radia began to argue about the best approach to traverse these treacherous shelves. Babat, your suggestions are reckless. Babat, yours is cowardly. Damn! Just short of it. Of telling them. Oh dear Allah, such children. Just get there. 2 days progress fast. Traversing the farmland outskirts of Avessa, there's suddenly a tower of sworn band around us, out for blood. I noticed shadow riders rapidly approaching nearby, holding led by a Duchessa Olympia. I was very pleasantly surprised by the altruistic demeanor of the local Duchessa. I praise Allah that they arrived this time. She circles back around the victorious grin on her face. You should join us for some Sicilian hospitality out of this. It would be my honor. By the way, what's our cultural acceptance? It's still pretty high, despite the fact we've been trying to get rid of their culture from our realm. We're still considered a brotherly people. Alright, now that we're here... Learn about the culture. 76% chance that I broaden my mind, which will increase the opinion of different faiths and cultures since I'm more open-minded these days. Yes. Yes. Yes, I broadened my mind. At the distance, the city of Rome has a forest of towers and mazy stone buildings. As we approach the Syrian ships, ruins of monuments, walls, and ancient churches coexist with farms and grazing animals. As we stop before a great obelisk, a local recounts that the top of Julius Caesar's ashes rests a small round box. In death as in life, Caesar is elevated above all Romans. My caravan leader out the Bona adds that we should use this opportunity to learn about the city. Well, it's worth thinking about how fragile life is, as I discuss life and death. Existential dread, increasing my stewardship a bit. How do you like that? Go for this, because we want work done faster. Now go home. What are you doing? That's right, I found it hard to fall asleep tonight. Perhaps because traveling has disturbed my body's normal routine. So I stepped down to the campfire. Radia is awake as well, despite not knowing night watch duty at the moment. So I sat down next to her. With a contemplative look on her face, she starts pointing night sky and smoke. The stars, since I just like to stare at them. Magnificent, I thank Allah I can witness such wonders every day. Sure could recognize the constellation. Not really. I think I'll go back to bed, because I'm shy. Revolt in the papacy? Independence! While traversing a challenging path in Reddino. You laughed at it. My bodyguard Nasib and my physician Radia are working together across a wide, grass and fed river. Nasib, your idea to build a makeshift bridge was brilliant, he exclaims. He replies to chuckle. Your quick thinking with those long grass tied together. These obstacles led to a new friendship. This will hasten our journey indeed. Tolls over peasants and I'm... There's your money. The procession's ground to hold the stones. Oh, for the casino. I look over to my courtier Babat, dismounted and turned to stare at something ground. Yet on touch. My lord, there's an ant path ahead. Maybe attached services, but she never crossed an ant path. My great grandmother did, but she never returned home. This nonsense, I'll take over this. Well, I'm a bit of a eccentric, so I'll say, find one to have another thing. Our income is doing a lot better than usual. We're above that domain limit. What the duck? The day on the road has been fairly calm and nondescript so far. We're somewhere outside of Calais, or Calais, and I close my eyes and my mouth brings a bolt once every time. As the windmill, magnificent melodies of the treetops. Another noise carried by the breeze from not far. Is that quacking? I isolate the sound to be coming from shrubbery on the right hand side. Follow that duck! I say it because I'm an eccentric. I dismount and locate the duck in the nearby shrubbery. It starts wandering off into the wilderness, and I follow by foot Suddenly, the duck stops and tilts my head in my direction. Courtier confuses why the human following. I smile at the duck, trying to ease touch him. The duck suddenly squirms, flaps wings, and flies away. What a wild duck choice. We stop at the town of Edenia for a quick rest. The town is known locally for its amenities and being center leisure. Several guards in my entourage got distracted by 3 local Sicilian girls. We need to go soon. It'd be a better idea to get some rest. We won't waste time. Come on, we're almost home. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will end the episode on that note. In the next episode, we will continue investing more of the realm in the development and all that. And then we will consider taking the throne of Sicily and become a sultanate very soon. So we'll see you in the next one, but until then, so long for now.